foot in the gutter. In the midnight echo of a shop that sells cheap radios. Blessed she, no bed, no bread, no butter, on a double yellow line where she can park anytime. Lady Gray, crash Barrier Waltzer, to my only son's mother, Baker Street casualty. Alright, we're back. I'm in gym shorts because I have a cast on my foot and it's easier to get my pants on and off if I have gym shorts on. So yeah, we're here back with the next installment of Baker Street Muse, and this little section is called Crash Barrier Waltzer, and it's of course in a waltz time. It's in 3/4 time, wouldn't you know? Crash Barrier Waltzer. It's a short little section, but it's a beautiful little section. It's not all that easy, and as you can tell by the vocal that I just did there, I have a really difficult time singing this, particularly phrasing it as he does on the album and playing all the intricate parts that are required here. Yeah, if you don't think Ian's a great phraser of lyrics and vocals, try to sing this just like it is on the record and play it at the same time. I'd love to hear your version, by the way, if somebody can do that and post it. That'd be wonderful. I'd love to hear somebody that could sing it well, better than me. Alright, so starting here. Here slip I, dragging one foot in the gutter. Alright, so that first section is the power G, and then you're going to the B string, and you're doing that hammer on, and then playing this on the D string, and then you're strumming the D string fretted here, the open G and the open B. And then it's going to walk down on this D string. It's going to walk down like this, but it's strummed like this. So you can kind of hear those slurred upstrokes in there. You slip by, dragging one foot in the gutter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can hear the waltz time. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're really playing an E minor chord here, but we're just playing that part of it. Yeah, so we end on the A string on the 2nd fret here, and then we're going to do that fast little run before going to the D. Alright, so that lick starts here on the G string, playing this note, open, a pull off down the D string, Then we come back to the 2nd fret. So we play the D string open again. Open. Come down to the A string on the 2nd fret. And then play the E string open and the A string open, and then strum the D chord. Alright, so that's a tricky thing to get played at the speed that he does. So you'll have to experiment with the picking pattern on the right hand for that. I'm doing it all downstrokes. That seems to work the best for me. I guess I could probably, I doubt that Ian does it that way. I'm sure he probably cross picks in there somewhere. Does alternate picking in there somewhere. So you could go back and forth between those notes. Oop. See that way I'm alternate picking. So that's why I do it with all downstrokes, because I'm more accurate. But yeah, you can experiment with that and see which right hand technique, which pick technique works the best for you. Alright, so when we get to the D chord, we're going to suspend it 3 times before going to an A minor. And he does that raked up stroke before he does the suspensions. So yeah, the lyric is in the midnight echo of midnight echo of midnight echo of. See, that's just so hard to sing for me to sing that, play it at the same time. Midnight echo of. And then when we get to this A chord, A minor chord, we're going to pick some notes out of it. Before going to the C chord. So we start on the B string, open, G string, open, so we're playing that out of the A minor chord. And then we're doing a downstroke on the C chord, and I'm playing all the C chords once again with the 5th and the bass. And then after he does that downstroke, he really does a raked up stroke, a really prominent one after that. He really does that prominently. And so after the C chord comes a D chord, and listen to the rhythm of that. just repeats it. And there said she, no bed, no bread, no butter, on a double yellow line, where she can park anytime. Lady Gray, crash Barrier Waltzer, some only son's mother, Baker Street casualty. Oh, Mr. Policeman, blue shirt ballet master, feet in sticking plaster, move the old lady on. Strange potted dances, Romeo to Juliet, her sleeping draught. See, it's just so hard to phrase that and play it at the same time for me. His poison regret, no drunken bums allowed to sleep here in the crowded emptiness. Oh, officer, let me take her to a cheap motel. I'll pay the bill and make her well. Like bloody hell you will. No do-good overkill. We must teach them to be still more independent. So we end on an E minor chord, and then we just hit the harmonics on the 12th fret on the top 3 high strings. And then it goes into that next little instrumental section. So that's Crash Barrier Waltzer. That one lick is troublesome. It's hard not to get other strings involved with that, other strings ringing. I don't know if he slightly palm mutes that. It doesn't really sound palm muted on the record. Probably does it just very slightly to keep some of the other strings from ringing. Hastily by, dragging one foot in the gutter, in the midnight echo of shop that sells cheap